What is happening, everyone? If you click to watch this video, that lets me know that you want to know more about the faithfulness of God, as God is faithful. This comes from the verse of the day that is out of chapter 43 in Isaiah. When you pass through the waters, I am with you. When you pass through the streams, they will not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not harm you, because God is faithful. We all have to face hard things. It's not if you will face them, but when. But when those challenges come, you can know you're not alone. In Isaiah verse 2 out of chapter 42, God reminds Israel that his faithfulness doesn't change with their circumstances. He was faithful in the past, and he would continue to protect and provide for them. When you pass through the waters, after 400 years of slavery, God empowered Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egyptian captivity. Just as the opposing army was closing in and all seemed lost, God made a way right through the Red Sea in Exodus 14. This is probably what the book of Isaiah is referencing to remind the Israelites of God's power. When you pass through the waters, Isaiah's readers would have probably been reminded of the time when God dried up the Jordan River for the Israelites when they were crossing over with the ark of the Lord. They even built a memorial so that generations to come would remember God's presence. You can find this story in Joshua chapter 3. When you walk through the fire, in the book of Daniel, 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were thrown into the fiery furnace after refusing to obey the king's decree to bow down to an idol instead of to God. They were miraculously delivered and didn't even smell like the smoke. This story is in Daniel chapter 3. Even though this event probably hadn't happened when Isaiah was writing, God's word still came to pass. And today, when we look at his faithfulness to the man in the fiery furnace, we can reflect on his promise in Isaiah and remember that God is faithful to protect his people. Recalling God's faithfulness in the past helps us to trust him with the future. Even when faced with hard times, worst case scenarios, God is not surprised. He's already gone before you. No matter what happens, life's trials and difficulties will not get the final say. God is still powerful, still providing, and still protecting you. And nothing can stand against our God. So today, as you think back on your life, how have you seen God's faithfulness? And how can those memories help you trust him with your future?